This video is sponsored by brilliant.org. Good morning, happy Christmas, New Year, random Friday in April. I have no idea when I'm going to upload this video, but I am back from Norway. Claudio's gone to work. I'm still at home trying to get a job. A few things to do today, but first and most importantly, it's time to open some doors on my advent calendar. It's like the 5th, the 6th or something today. Alexa, what's the date?
Today is Tuesday, December 5th.
5th. Let's get some light in here. Number 1's easy to find right at the top. This is tiny, this piece of chocolate. I mean, it's no Zoella calendar, but it's good chocolate. Quite a few things to do today. A lot of emails I need to reply to. The Manto coding challenge I need to start looking at today. I've got all the footage from Norway that I want to organise and start editing. Really excited to get through that stuff. This camera, the G7X, I obviously dropped it the other day. The screen is smashed. I'm going to take the screen protector off, which didn't protect it, and just inspect the damage a bit more and see what I can do there. More excitingly though, I'm going to upgrade this to a Canon G7X Mark II. This is the original Mark I. Right, okay. So the screen protector probably did help a little bit, but unfortunately not enough. I am surprised I didn't do more damage though. I guess this is quite thin. That's going to protect against scratches, not against throwing it at the ground. This is not as bad as I thought actually. Obviously it's smashed in the corner here, and there's a very small crack which extends up to about there. But I was worried that it was just going to break away when I took the screen protector off, but it's not really. I might just put a piece of tape over the corner to hold that in place so I don't scratch my finger on it. Okay, I've replaced the screen protector. I'm using these FX Clear from Folix. I don't know. But I've been using these for my G7X. I use the same brand on my S120. No particular reason, they just have very good reviews and they seem to work quite well. I put the screen protector on, I've just covered the corner in a bit of duct tape which goes over the edge there. It's thin enough to still snap down and be flat. Seems fine, good as new. I'm going to try some different screen protectors for the G7X Mark II when I get it. This one is tempered glass. I have no idea if that'll be better, but it sounds like it's thicker. If it's terrible, I've got one more of these ones left anyway. I'm going to confess, I haven't done a whole lot of this Monzo coding challenge yet. I have started, I've thought about it a little bit, but I haven't written much code. It's an interesting thing to work on, but it's tricky. I'm going to go to bed now and continue with it tomorrow. Okay, it's tomorrow. The Monzo coding test is actually going to have to wait until this afternoon because this morning I've got interviews at Triptease. I'm going to go in for 10 o'clock. They've asked me to make time from 10 till early in the afternoon, like 3 PM. So it's a long day and I'm probably going to have quite a few interviews back to back. This will be first on-site interview since leaving a test and looking for something new. I still don't know if Triptease, it's a horrible name, isn't it? I still don't know whether it's the right thing for me, what I want to do, but I'll find all of this out today. There's going to be plenty of time to ask questions. I've got about half an hour. I look over the code from my coding test that I did. Otherwise, I don't really know what to prepare. But first, I need to have breakfast. Oh, why do I never have any milk?
Going down, doors opening.
Okay, let's go. It feels so warm here compared to Norway. minutes to spare. I could quite happily never commute on the tube again though. As I said before, I really love this WeWork that they're in. It's a beautiful building, but I think they might actually be moving to a different WeWork soon, which is a shame. I'm just waiting for somebody from Triptease to come and find me. I'm obviously not going to bother the interviews. Right, the first couple of interviews are done. It's lunchtime now. I'm getting lunch with some of the team. This is nice. This has been a really great way to find out more about what it's like to work here. I've got a bit more this afternoon. Okay, I'm done. I'm back home. That was a long day. It's after 4 PM now. I think that went okay, but not brilliantly. The structure of the day was a pair programming exercise. So I sat down with 2 developers and we extended some of the code that I wrote for the programming challenge that they gave me. So I was familiar with the code, that was alright. That was useful for them to see how I work and see what I'm like to work with, and useful the other way around for me to see what it's like to work with them. Then I had a more normal interview talking to 2 developers about the way I like to work and what kind of team I'm looking for. Then lunch. Then I had an interview with, I guess, more senior people. And then finally another chat with the CTO. So it's quite intense, certainly not the worst you'll find in the tech industry. But I asked the CTO whether they do this for everybody. Because it's fine for me since I don't have a job. I have this free time which I want to invest in finding the right job, something that I want to do for the next couple of years. If, however, I still had a full-time job, that would have been a very difficult thing to do. That was a whole day, and I would have been very conscious about the time that it would take, especially when you might be applying for 5, 10, 15 different jobs. You can't invest that much time in all of them. And he said that they do that for everybody, because it's a big decision for them, and it's a big decision for me, or the applicant, because you're going to spend so long there. So much time is spent at work, so it needs to be the right decision. And they would expect people to take a day of holiday to go to that assessment day. So I'm very glad that I'm in this position where I don't currently have a job, as weird as that sounds to say. But I do appreciate that I'm very fortunate and quite privileged to be in this position. And most people can't just quit their job without having any kind of plan. And I didn't do that when I left Grays, because it sounds like a stupid thing to do. I'm only doing this now because I was thrown into this position very suddenly, and I didn't have much time to prepare something else. Now I'm in it. It's good to be able to use the time. But yeah, like I said, I think it went okay. I'll see what happens. I think they'll get back to me tomorrow. While I was in one of the interviews, I got an email from Moo. I got rejected, so not the best news. They said that they're looking for somebody with stronger PHP experience. Now, they only gave me a short phone interview and then obviously had my CV. I assume they weren't assessing us at that evening where I went to the office and spoke to some developers, because they didn't know who I was. It wasn't very formal. But maybe they were. I don't know. Interesting though, because I have a lot of PHP experience, but whatever. I was like 80% going to turn them down anyway. It's a bit demotivating to be rejected. I always want to try to give good advice and not just be negative in these vlogs, and right now I want to be saying stay positive in this situation. You will get rejected from places, that's just how this works. In my experience, I've been rejected from most companies I've applied to. I get more rejections than offers, and sometimes you just don't hear back at all. So this is normal, it's expected, and it's not terrible because I was going to turn them down anyway. I need to do the Manto coding challenge now, because I'm running out of time. I don't really have the motivation to do this. I would like to relax for a few hours, but if I want a job, I need to do it. A coding challenge like this is one of many ways that you might be assessed as part of an application process, whether that's for a job in software development or a computer science course at university. The best way you can prepare for this is to build on your problem solving skills, so you know which approaches to try and you understand why the approach you've picked will hopefully lead to the right solution. Brilliant.org is a problem solving website that teaches you how to think like a computer scientist. They offer curated courses on all sorts of subjects, including probability, algorithms, there's things like artificial neural networks, to give you a deep understanding of the topics, and then by guiding you through various problems, it really helps you develop those skills. To check it out, go to brilliant.org/JakeWright. The link is in the description. Sign up for free, have a look around, and the first 200 people who go to that link will get 20% off the annual subscription. Thanks for watching.